Men want peace. You see him clapping? Clap if you want peace, fellas. Yeah. Look around the room, because that is gay as fuck.
You don't want to spar up with your partner? Put your fists up every single time before you go to sleep? Huh? You don't want to dodge and duck and, jive and move around? Couple of jabs to your nose? You don't want that in a partner? You must be gay. You don't want a combative female as your lifelong partner? Gay. You don't want me spitting in your goddamn face every time I yell at you? Gay. All right. Female comedian mad because millennial men want peace of mind now. It's like, oh, Jesus, all these men, they just want some peace. I wonder why. Quick, gun to your head. Name your favorite female comedian. I'll wait. Anyways, let's see what this chick is up to. I vaguely recognize her. That's my favorite term for when I have absolutely no idea who the hell this is. I'm like, it sounds vaguely familiar. I don't know. But she does look vaguely familiar. Let's see.
Yeah, but men are choosing themselves, ladies. They want peace above all things. Number one survey said men want peace. You see him clapping?
By the way, shout out to Manosphere Highlights Daily. This guy's got some solid content. Oh, the Manosphere. Yeah, whatever. They've got some insightful views.
Yeah, but men are choosing themselves, ladies. They want peace above all things. Number one survey said men want peace. You see him clapping? Clap if you want peace, fellas.
Just by her tone and attitude, she's like one of those that points a finger in your eye. Like, could I just read my book in silence? Why do you want peace? I didn't do nothing.
What does peace mean to you? And ladies, we need an answer. What does peace mean to you, sir?
Comedian Daphne's best work is when she talks about dating and relationships. The best comedy has truth in it. That's why the audience reaction confirms that what she's talking about resonates.
Another reason I don't have children, too, I feel like it's generational. Yeah, it's passing us up. Any millennials out there?
I think I am the last year of millennials, 1995. I think 1996 onwards is Gen Z. And yeah, most people my age, or at least most people that aren't white people just got their shit together. They all have fucking 2 kids at this point. 30 years old, 31 years old, they all have kids. And they're like, oh my God.
Yeah, how many millennials with kids? Ooh, you heard that? It went down. They say only 32% of millennials are having children. Dogs are the new kids.
That's the white 32%. Okay, I do know some, some friends, some black friends in Namibia and South Africa who have kids, but, it's usually not accompanied with a wife. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Keyword, millennials. As explained in previous videos, millennials are old school now, and the results are in. This is where Daphne breaks down a shift in male behavior that many women are completely unprepared for. Let's get into it. Ain't that
a man? That's crazy. Family is out the door. People are more focused on themselves. And I let life pass me by a little bit like that. You know what I mean? Focusing on a career. And life passed me up because I thought crazy women would stay in style forever, but we actually went out of style. Yeah. Men are choosing themselves nowadays.
No, men have always chosen, respectable, docile, submissive, quiet, peaceful women. They've always done that, but all these, you think you're going to be hot forever in your early 20s. Like, oh my God, let's go pop my pussy in the club. Now, eventually you're going to turn 36 and you're going to be like, God damn, where are all the good men? Like, no, they're still out there. They're just not interested in you. That's usually how it goes for women. And then in their 30s, they're like, oh, I'm ready. I'm ready now, guys. I'm ready. I am ready. It's almost as if you're going to men being like, okay, fine, I'll marry you. It's like, no, bitch, I'm not it. What? Look, why not just go marry a 22-year-old woman? I always say that. Don't think you'll be hot and young forever.
Yeah, look at the men clapping already. Look, keep clapping. Yeah, bitch, I'm choosing me. They using new affirmations like I gotta protect my mental health. I'm like, shut your bitch ass up. You better not cry, baby. You need a sick day.
Look at that. Now, does any man who hears this yeah, I'd love to come home to that. Shut your bitch ass up, nigga. I ain't making no food, nigga. I didn't do nothing, nigga. I don't got nothing to do here, nigga. That's why white women are so smart. They go to university and college. They go to college with this explicit interest of getting married. They're there to find a husband. Yeah, sure, get your degree in marketing, BCom, whatever. But then you're gonna find somebody who's a lawyer, find somebody who's who's a doctor or a freaking dentist or something like that. It's like, yeah, okay, this is a lot of these white women are very smart at universities. They're like, okay, I am young, I am slim, I am pretty, I am hot. Yeah, sure, I'll have fun, but I'll have fun because I know my husband is here somewhere, and I'm gonna look and I'm gonna find my freaking husband. And then, bam, 5 years later, they have like a kid together. And then now, when they're in their early 30s, they have 2 or 3 kids, a nice little house, picket fence, white picket fence. And it's like, oh, nice, this is nice. And then in your late 30s and 40s, you can feel a bit, fulfilled. And now you're taking your kids to soccer games and shit, while all these black women like, shut your bitch ass up. Ain't nobody got time for that, nigga. Like, I don't want to be in a rap battle with my wife.
This is where Uncle Phil comes in. Check this out.
Being a joker is what's gotten you into trouble. Now, you may think it's cool to be on the streets when you're 17, but when you're my age, it's a waste.
I can't think that far ahead.
Millennial men have reached that Uncle Phil stage. Whether they like it or not, mental health is real. You don't have the time, money, or energy to fight over nothing. And if you're wondering what nothing looks like, Daphne's got you covered.
Crazy. I thought we were going to stay in style, man, because I used to give you every bit of crazy. And men used to line up for that crazy shit. Every man.
No, they weren't lining up for the crazy. They were lining up for easy pussy. Like, I guess I'll just tolerate this bitch. And I'll smash her for a couple of months and then see ya. I could just tell from her energy. It's like, yo, this chick must have been a goddamn nightmare. I know the type where it's like, oh my God. You know when you're out and your girl is just like drunk, just very belligerent and aggressive, and like, she spills a drink on somebody's shirt. She spills a drink on this big guy's shirt, and the guy's like, hey, yo, what the fuck, man? It's like, yo, keep your woman in line. Hey, he don't gotta keep me in line. I don't gotta keep me in line. It's like, oh my God. Okay, let's just go home. I'm not going nowhere.
Style, man, because I used to give you every bit of crazy, and men used to line up for that crazy shit. Every man wanted to take a roller coaster ride of toxicity. You know what I mean? And I would key your car just because it was Sunday. You got a little beard. When you went to sleep at night, I would cut little pieces of your beard hair off. Just to let you
That's
know
just assault.
To your neck.
What?
Just to let you know I was close to your neck.
You see, this is what women still want to do in their late 30s.
Yeah, that shit ain't cute when you're not good looking. I mean, she's, I guess she's somewhat moderately attractive. Yeah, whatever. But not nearly as good looking as she was back then. And the age, it shows, your age shows. So nobody's going to deal with that crazy if you're in your mid-30s. Like, hey, if I'm going to get a crazy chick, let's just go to a young crazy chick. You got to grow up at some point.
This is what women still want to do in their late 30s and early 40s. Why? Because they are children in grown bodies. They love drama. They love to cross the line and get a reaction out of you. Especially because
I'm spitting everywhere. This shit is so true.
Stopped. Many men were out here practicing
Many men.
simp jutsu, and women knew
Simp jutsu.
that supply of men tolerating that foolishness never stopped. Many men were out here practicing simp.
No, but that's the thing, though, is that, the supply of men never stopped, but it's all about the type of man that you want. Women never seem to get across this point. It's like, yes, you still have a lot of options, but they are not valid options because you don't want them. Unaweza kufungua. Vuta vizuri. Vuta kwa nguvu. Hapo pembeni kwa chini upande wa kushoto. There's a little kid stuck inside the gate here. Yeah, we're running an Epstein operation. Hold on, let me make sure you open. Hapo kwa chini. Vuta hapo. Vuta kwa nguvu. So it's about the viable men for you. You could have a bunch of simps, a bunch of fat niggas, a bunch of like broke niggas, like, oh yeah, come over to my place, woman. But that's not the man that you want. You want a man who, if you're in your mid-30s as a woman, especially if you're accomplished in your field of expertise, whatever it is you may be doing, whether it's the corporate sense, or maybe you're just doing freelance work, maybe you're in the entertainment business, whatever it is, you're a doctor, you're whatever. You want a man at least on your level or above. And that's the thing they don't get. So those men they don't want you. So those options that you have, they're essentially null and void. Because you played around, you fucked around, you had so much goddamn fun, so many hot girl summers. Now you're like, goddamn, I am a professional chef and I've worked at the best restaurants ever. You know, like my job is demanding. I'm getting paid $150,000 a year, and it is fucking like it's grueling. I just want a man, a hustler man, an entrepreneur. What do you think an entrepreneur wants? Do you think an entrepreneur wants his for a wife, a woman who works on Valentine's Day, or a woman who stays up late at night all the time catering to all these celebrities and things like that? No, he could just go find a cashier someplace, you know, and it's like, yeah, she's nice, she's respectful, she can hold a conversation, I'll take her. So you don't have options in that sense. That's and it's the same thing for men. Like, but the thing with men is that you get rejected up front. If you're a piece of shit, loser, broke ass nigga, like the world reminds you of that every single second. It's like, hey, nigga, you suck. You fucking suck. You can't get into the club. When you get in, you can't get a section. You can't buy bottles. You're just there like nursing your 2 beers and you're just watching all these ladies popping ass and whatever on the table. Like it's you get those daily reminders every single day. Like, goddamn, I am nothing in this world. But women, if you're young and pretty enough, you know, you don't even have to be that brave. If you're just young for the most part, you got free entrance into clubs. Oh my God, here's some hors d'oeuvres, here's some chicken wings, here's some champagne, let's just enjoy it. And you think that's life, you think life's is sweet. And you think that the men that you're surrounding yourself with, like, oh, I qualify for these men now. No, they will never look at you twice. And like they know exactly what they want. They'll use and abuse you, they'll, you know, hump and dump, whatever it is, it's one and done, all those cliches. After that, they're going to be like, you know, if I want to settle down when men are older, because face it, you know, like it or not, men and women are different. We age at different rates, especially the biological clock. When men hit the 30s, the late 30s, the 40s, now they got their shit together. If they got their shit together, they have an array of choice. They can be like, hey, let me go for this 30-year-old girl. Let me go for this 25-year-old girl who is nice and respectable. Okay, she doesn't like to go out. She likes to go to church all the time. Maybe I should stop. You know, I don't need to be at the club all the time. Maybe let me just find a nice peace. That's the peace and quiet. They don't want, oh my God, chop my money. Chop my money. They like... They can have that on the side, but they're not going to treat you as the main one. And these women cannot fucking stand that. They're like, come on, I want to compete with men because I am just like a man. You will lose every single time. You try to go toe-to-toe with a man, especially a man that you think qualifies for you. If a man is good enough for you, just think that he is good enough for every other woman that you know.
And women knew they could get away with it until men started opting out as a collective. Now it's a problem.
Yeah, but men are choosing themselves, ladies. They want peace above all things. Number 1 survey said men want peace. You see them clapping? Clap if you want peace, fellas. Yeah. Look around.
Clap if you want peace. Clap if you don't want a fucking loud, obnoxious woman in your life, huh? Clap if you don't want a fucking migraine every single goddamn day that you wake up, huh? I didn't do nothing.
Bro, because that is gay as fuck.
You see them? Look at this. Like, gay as fuck. Every time a woman can't get underneath your skin, they just call you gay. Oh, you're gay. I'm like, I thought it was a fucking new world. What's wrong? Yeah, you're just soft. You're just sweet. You're just like, lady, just remove your big dick energy and take it someplace else, please. You can't handle all this. I don't want to handle you. Who wants to handle that? Like, oh, come on. Come on, find me a nice Asian lady.
Men want peace. You see them clapping? Clap if you want peace, fellas. Yeah. Look around the room, because that is gay as fuck. And somebody in the back even did a gay clap. Yes, bitch.
This, right?
Yeah, look at somebody in the back. Look at that magic coming home. Like, I go to the studio a lot. I haven't been there in a couple months, but like, you know, sometimes you stay up until way late, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and then you're just at the studio, maybe smoking, maybe recording, mixing, whatever, telling stories. You come back and then you're like, oh, fuck, I just want to rest. Now, men, gents, imagine you come back home and there's like a nice fucking sandwich with a little... Jesus Christ. There's like a sandwich with a little lid on top of it. It's like, oh, you just put it in the microwave or the oven, it heats it up. Or you get a... in your face all the time. Which one would you prefer? Like, from whatever you do, like you come back from a long trip. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at this. Just look at the screenshot. Oh my god. I love this one comment. Who needs haters when we have women?
Yes, bitch!
Yeah! You don't want to spar up with your partner? Put your fists up every single time before you go to sleep? Huh? You don't want to dodge and duck and, jive and move around? Couple of jabs to your nose? You don't want that in a partner? You must be gay. You don't want a combative female as your lifelong partner? Gay. You don't want me spitting in your goddamn face every time I yell at you? Gay. You don't want this finger in your motherfucking face every single goddamn time that you leave the motherfucking toilet seat up? Gay.
Hey, book, you won't give me what I want? You must be gay. Not, maybe I should grow up and be a peacemaker. No, because it's much easier.
Try say that to a modern woman. Hey man, I just want peace. Peace? You get a piece of my motherfucking fist, nigga.
Than to be a good woman. Chaos is comfortable. Growth is hard. Think about it like the Western Conference Finals. OKC Thunder plays dirty defense to get stops. And you can't even blame them because that's why there are referees. They're supposed to call the fouls. That's exactly how millennial women grew up playing the game. Foul after foul. And men just let them play on. No flags. No consequences. But now, men don't give a shit about shaming tactics. The referees aren't coming. Men became their own referees.
What does peace mean to you? And ladies, we need an answer. What does peace mean to you, sir?
Peace to me is I can get my own crib and I can do whatever I want to do.
And we don't say nothing, right? So you want us to shut up. You see that?
So you just want us to shut up. The average white woman or Asian woman would be like, I can understand that. Yeah, you are at home. You should be at peace. Look at this woman, this 38-year-old woman who can't understand why men want peace. It's like, I just you're your crap. God damn fucking whore, shut the motherfucker up. They want to raise your anger levels to the point where you slap them in the face. And then they're like, all right, I'm going to tell my daddy about this. My brother's going to come here and fuck you. That's what they do. They try to aggravate you and incentivize you and just push your limits and push all your buttons up until you just go, you just give out, and then they'll call another man to help, to fight you for him.
Sex, cooking, or cleaning, right?
Gee, we're like a slave. Sex, cooking, and cleaning. And then shut up. Why can't I find a good man?
They just want you to shut the fuck up. It's a man in the back right now who wish I would mime the show because he like, yo, that bitch talking too much.
Yes. Shut up.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. You're talking way. All right, you're man in the back. Yeah. A little bit. I mean, I give her props. Like female comedians, every time you open like a Amy Schumer fucking, I'm trying to think of another female. I mean, I've seen some good female comedians, but American female comedians, let's put it that way. Not necessarily just black female comedians, but American female comedians. Oh my God, it's just my pussy. Oh, and then he spread my butt cheeks and I hadn't wiped properly. It's like, ugh. It's always like. And it's fun, like Louis C.K. has some really disgusting humor too, things of that nature. But he also tells cool stories, it's not just like. So I appreciate the fact, I'm sure she has some of her fucking stories like that too, but oh my God.
Be quiet. And before anyone starts clutching pearls, this isn't just a random diss. It's actually backed by science. A 2025 study published...
What kind of fucking question is that? Do women really talk more?
2,197 participants, 4 countries, 14 years of data, found that between ages 25 and 64, women average 3,275 more words per day than men. That's 20 extra minutes of talking every single day. Researchers at the University of Arizona used ambient audio recordings, over 631,000 clips, to track real conversations in real life. Not surveys, not self-reporting, actual data. So when a man comes home and wants silence, that's him being depleted. His social battery runs on a different operating system than hers. She's warmed up and ready to talk. He's already used up his daily word count just surviving the day. Men communicate in short bursts with clear purpose. Women communicate as a bonding ritual. The words themselves are the point. These are fundamentally different engines. And when you ignore that gap and call it toxic, or emotionally unavailable, you're not solving anything. You're just adding more words to the pile.
Peace for me is I can get my own crib and I can do whatever I want to do.
And we don't say nothing, right?
Now, the guy in the audience said peace of mind is being in his own crib and doing whatever the hell he wants, right before Daphne cut him off. That's the most important thing said in that whole clip. Men who have lived alone know something women often don't. Your space is your sanctuary. That's where you reset. That's where you recharge. The last thing you want is an agent of chaos walking through the door, talking like she's on a group call with her girls. The pandemic taught a lot of men something they can't unlearn. I don't need this. And once a man learns that, you can't shame it out.
2020. Don't remind me of that shit. Oh my goodness.
And I'm not saying men never deserve peace. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying today's generation of men don't deserve it. Because the last generation of men that deserved peace were the baby boomers, because those were men that worked 14 hours a day at the...
Oh, you mean the people who fucked up the entire world? The people who had everything growing up and then absolutely ruined everything, and everything's just a fucking catastrophe now. You mean those people?
They lost one finger. They had 9 fingers left. They had one paycheck. They had to feed a whole family of 7. They farmed. They built houses. They went to war. Men nowadays, y'all don't do all of that.
Baby boomers didn't go to war. Isn't the whole point of that booming after maybe the Korean War? Baby boomer generation years. Yeah, 1946 to 1964. They were the ones after the Great World War II. But yeah, I guess there was the Korean War, and then yeah, they're literally the people who fucked up the entire planet.
Maybe 1 or 2 things. You war? Okay, 1, 2 things. Why the fuck are you still here if you're at war, son? You're at war with yourself. You hear me? Most men, all y'all do is go to work and type. That's it, and that's gay as fuck, you know?
That's gay as fuck, you know? Cause I'm a fucking 39-year-old single woman. No, that's gay.
Let's be real about what men in America actually do for a living. Construction is 89% male. Mining and oil and gas extraction.
They'll never give you the credit for this. They'll never women can do that too, I guess. Yeah, but they don't. Yeah, but they could. Yeah, but they don't. Yeah, but they could. It's like, yeah.
4.5% male. Transportation and utilities, 75% male. Manufacturing, 71%. Carpenters, electricians, HVAC technicians, plumbers, all over 96% male. These men are building the road she drives on, keeping the lights on in her apartment.
She'll never give that credit too. Yeah, but I once saw a female construction worker. It's like, God damn, lady, can you not fucking just understand? This is like, you get to the point like this, you're about to explain something to a woman and you're just like, nah, it's fine. It's fine. It's better off I don't divulge some knowledge. Because what's the point?
But here's the thing. These are not the men women on dating apps are swiping right on. The construction worker and the truck driver are completely invisible to her. She's looking for the software engineer, the finance guy, the one in the button-up, the typing men. And here's the kicker. Computing now employs 7% of men, and in 2024, men still made up 53% of all prime age workers. Women filled only 26.4% of computer and mathematical occupations, and just 17.2%.
We need more women in STEM.
Architecture and engineering roles. So the men she actually wants, they're outnumbered. They know their value, and they've got options. The invisible men keeping civilization running, she doesn't even see them.
Yeah, that's Manosphere Highlights Daily. Men and women being slightly different. Anyways, we're done here.